Good morning and happy Monday, happy springtime. It is spring now officially. So it is the season for cleaning, spring cleaning, and spring visitors. So we're looking at three separate groups of visitors coming to visit us during the month of April. Like just in the month of April, we've got three groups coming to visit us, and we're very excited. And we've started trying to get the house together. We've done a ton of homework recently, a lot of home projects. So the house is sort of in shambles, I think is how I want to call this. It's a mess, but we're putting it back together. So we're doing some spring cleaning. Today is Monday, and this weekend we went to a Renaissance fair. I did not vlog. This was our second Renaissance fair of the year, and I don't think we would go back. It was really, really hot, just because it was so late in the year already. March apparently is too hot for us to be outside in the heat with no relief. Like, there was hardly any shade, and not just hot, it was humid, but it was also really, really dusty because it had been so dry. Like, we haven't received any rain. So it was windy, and we got a lot of dust in our eyes, and we came home with, like, if you've ever been outside working and then you blow your nose and your boogers are black, that's what we came home with, and it was just really icky. And then in addition to, like, the weather and the location of this Ren Fair, we didn't like the vendors very much. The vendors at the one in Melbourne were much better. So that was Saturday morning, and then afternoon, like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we got home, and we decided, since it was 90 degrees outside, we thought, hey, it's warm enough, we can like put the pool TV back together, because we kind of took the Roku apart. Like, we brought it inside for the winter time, so we didn't have all that outside during the winter. So we set up the outside TV on Saturday, and we even got in the pool on Saturday. It was the first time we've gotten in the pool in a really long time, and it felt great. What else did we do Saturday? I think that's it. Saturday we got in the pool, we watched some NCIS till we got cold, and then, because the pool water is still pretty chilly, but like I said, we got hot at the Ren Fair, so it was really nice to kind of cool off once we got home. Then on Sunday, we had big plans. If you know, my mom has her own YouTube channel with a friend, Lisa, so they talk about hospice and palliative medicine. And my mom was going to film or record an interview with a chaplain, like a hospice chaplain. But something tragic happened, and but the chaplain became unable to film on Sunday, yesterday, so we did a whole bunch of other stuff instead. So yesterday morning, Mom and I took a whole bunch of stuff back to Lowe's. If you've been watching our homework vlogs here on this channel, then you know we've done a bunch of closet installations. And we had a whole bunch of, like, those wire closet shelves in our garage. And we took a bunch of them back to Lowe's yesterday. So we got some money back. And while we were at Lowe's, we purchased some other shelves, because the ones we took back were the 12-inch deep. And we purchased some more of the 16-inch deep shelves. And we finished the Christmas closet yesterday, which felt so good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it felt so great to finish the Christmas closet. Not only do we have shelves in there, we have everything on the shelves, and we have, like, extra space. I'll take you in there and show you, but it's something that I really wanted to get done before we had any visitors come, because, let's see, I'm thinking we've got 3 sets of visitors, but I think there's 4 weekends in April, and the one free weekend in April, Mom is filming more Yodo You Only Die Once videos. That's her channel, her hospice channel. If you're curious, I'll link it in the description box. If you're curious about hospice, palliative medicine, if you have an aging or elderly loved one, if you have someone who's dealing with serious illness, I think it could be helpful for you. But we are going to do some more filming in April because we're starting to get into like the Floridian busy season, and so we've all got people coming. We're all going on trips. So I'm sort of like the producer for that channel. My mom and Lisa are the talent, so they do most of the, or all of the talking. Mom does a little bit of the editing, but I do most of it. Oh, that's something else. Friday. I was off on Friday because I'm working 4/10s now, for the time being at least, and I'm really enjoying it. But Friday, I got their podcast channel up and running. So if you prefer to listen to podcasts, You Only Die Once is now a podcast, and there are 7 episodes up right now. My goal is to get the rest of them up by the end of this week if I can. So hopefully by the time you see this video they will be up, and then I will just try to continue keeping up with them once I get caught up. Hopefully I won't have to catch up again. I'll just be able to keep up with them. Anyway, You Only Die Once is now a podcast, so that's really cool. That was something I accomplished on Friday. Very proud of myself for that. But the Christmas closet, and then what else did we do this weekend? Oh, something happened in our linen closet. So going back to the closet, when we installed my closet and my mom's closet, there was a mattress that we're saving in my closet because we've done a whole bunch of home construction. So the mattress that was in one of our guest rooms is, you know, that room is now no longer a guest room, but we have an extra queen size mattress. And we decided to keep it because we might as well keep it until we have at least a garage sale to sell it at, or, you know, it's not doing any harm. And now we have a place to keep it in our new linen closet. So we have strapped it in with bungee cords, and believe it or not, it actually works. So I'll take you in and show you that. I wanted to fold some laundry because I'm trying to get caught up because our first guests are arriving in a week. So we have just a little bit of time before they get here, but I do have a whole bunch of like spring cleaning stuff that is also going to translate into like prepping for visitors. So I want to get the garage picked up. This room, now that I have the bed made, this room is done. I just folded a whole bunch of towels, so and I've got some extra sheets here. But now this room is done. Last week we had a carpet cleaner come, so we have clean carpets through the whole house. And then the rest of this week, like, Emma's gonna be doing some cleaning, and I'll probably mop on Friday, like right before they come. So anyway, I'm very excited. I just wanted to kind of sit down and talk to you guys because it's honestly like real time. It's been a while since I've filmed anything. I'm still catching up because I have a whole bunch of like vlogs that I filmed a long time ago, and I wanted to sit down and talk to you guys just because I've not been lonely, but I have sort of missed this, you know, missed talking to you guys. It's fun for me. So let me get these towels put away, and then I will show you the linen closet with the mattress strapped in, just because I'm so proud of it, and the Christmas closet because I'm super proud of that one. So let's go take a look at that. Okay, so I'm in the Christmas room because I wanted to show you the Christmas closet. And then also, like, isn't this bed pretty? So our guest bedrooms are ready. They even have fresh towels in the bathrooms. So they're clean, and they all have toilet paper, but okay, so this is the closet. I'm so proud of this, like ridiculously proud of this, because we have most of our Christmas stuff in here. So it's not taking up space in the garage anymore, which is really, really nice. Our trees are not in here, but we've got like our nativities, or well, so we have our major nativity, and then we actually bought another one of these on eBay because my cat is a brat and knocked one of the pieces off. So this shepherd has a broken foot, so we bought a secondary set because this is something that we've had since I was very, very, very small, and it is a treasure for our family. So that's our holiday tradition. So we felt like we needed to replace that piece. And now we have it just in case another piece breaks, so we feel better. Anyway, big train, but like our gift wrap in these big long boxes fits. We've got space for blankets, and like the comforter that's usually on the guest bed is right here. And we could cram all of these things a lot closer together, but like we're not, you know? And then on top of that, we have space for hanging clothes over here. Like, and there's still space to walk through here. These closets in this house are huge. And I love that we're using them better now instead of just like one hang rack all the way around. Like this, I think, took us less than 2 hours to get this whole thing done. It was so easy. We're getting so much better at installing this closet system. And I think the best part is we only have one closet left to do it in. And then I did want to show you this closet in here because we have this mattress strapped in. So now we have more floor space. It's like it's standing actually upright, which is cool. And we put these hooks in, and we're using a bungee cord. So for right now, it's working. And if we change our mind, we decide to get rid of the mattress, we absolutely can. Or if we decide to get rid of one of the other queen size mattresses, put this one in, we can do that too. But I love this too because we have an actual linen closet. I haven't done any like organization or anything in here. I just sort of brought everything out of the loft into this room because I wanted to get everything ready for the carpet cleaner. So there's our lamp. But like, if you ignore the mess of paint supplies right here, for the most part, this room is clean and tidy and ready for visitors. So I'm pretty happy. I do have a little bit of setting up I need to do, like the Roku could probably be reconnected to the TV, and this is our chess set that we got at the Ren Fair that we haven't set up. These quilts are going to my dad, but this is all paint stuff. And I think I might move this into my bathroom because I think the next place I paint is going to be my bathroom. Just trying to decide when that is going to happen because free time is becoming a luxury right now, and I just don't know that I have that, you know, right now. And I also don't know that I want to paint right now, to be truthful, because once it gets to be so super, super hot outside, I'm not going to want to do a whole lot of stuff outside, so I can paint then. I don't know. Anyway, I think, is that it for this morning? Let me look at my list. Ignore the ladder, I need to put it away, but actually it's 8:40 a.m. and I think that's everything I wanted to show you this morning, aside from the garage. But the garage hasn't been tidied yet. I might do some before footage, but it's a little shameful. We finally do have a car parked in the garage though, so it's not as bad as it has been, and it's not as bad as it could be. And we did get rid of a whole bunch of stuff out of there, but one morning this week I want to go out and spend some time making it clean. But for right now, I actually need to move my desk back into my office. You know what, let me show you that too, because now that I'm talking about it, I just posted my assembling my uplift desk video, and I've been using it for a couple of weeks now, and I love what I can do with it. So let me show you a little bit behind the scenes of my like end of night routine when I'm still working late at night. So this has nothing to do with spring cleaning, but I did want to talk about this anyway. So my desk does not always live here, but at night when I'm the only one at work and I don't have any more meetings, and then my family is home and we're watching something on the TV that I can ignore, like NCIS, because I've seen it so many times, I will just roll my desk in here and plug it in right there in that outlet and work out here. And so funny story, I rolled my desk out here on Thursday night, and I rolled my desk out here Wednesday night and I never rolled it back. So I worked from here on Thursday, and then on Friday I worked from over there and I edited a bunch of podcasts, and I got the podcast thing set up for the You Only Die Once channel, and then it's just lived here all weekend. So it's nice because the desk is height adjustable, and this is like a counter height table, so I can use a taller chair sitting out here, so I don't even need to move a chair out here with me. And the great big casters on the bottom make it easy enough to roll like back and forth. I'm so happy with this desk. I'm still planning on doing a like review video about it in a couple of weeks. I think I ought to use it for maybe 3 months before I let you guys know my like final thoughts, but right now I'm in love with it, especially because I can do this. So I'm not sitting in my office by myself in the dark, alone at night, you know, like it's just better. Also, it is 8:44 in the morning. I need to be at work in about 15 minutes. So I am going to turn the camera off and roll my desk back into my office and then get ready to go to work. Good morning and welcome to Saturday. I think I told you I was planning on vlogging throughout the week. That did not happen. My week was really, honestly, truly terrible. It was bad. I'm just gonna say that. But today is Saturday morning. I have a little bit more hope for a lot of things today. So today we're gonna finish out this spring cleaning vlog. Now I know it's not like very in-depth, deep cleaning sort of stuff, but to me, sometimes in the wintertime, like you live in your house and you don't leave your house, and I work from home, and so I'm here all the time, and sometimes your home becomes more of like a hobbit hole, just filled with stuff that you don't know what to do with, you don't have a place for, or it's something that you're gonna use again, so you don't put it away, and so you just kind of have clutter everywhere, which is what was happening with our house. Like we still have some places with some clutter, like this coffee table right over here has some stuff on it, needs to find another home, and that's just the truth. And this table back here was like a collection of junk, and I tackled that yesterday. It looks a whole lot better, and I'll actually take you over here and show you. I think, yeah, okay, so we've got 2 projects over here. The brown box is another curtain rod because we have one more tapestry we need to hang, and I know where I want to put it. I just haven't had the time to hang it yet. And the other thing is a whiteboard that we actually got from Aldi. So it was like a super cheap whiteboard. We have 2 of them, but I'm very excited because we have one that we're planning on using like in the pantry for like meals for the week, and then the other one I want to put maybe in my office because I want to have like a place sort of that works sort of like a calendar, but I think if we have it for a month at a time, and if it's just like a plain whiteboard, we can repurpose it for a bunch of different things, but like it'll help to have a place to keep appointments and visitors and activities, things we have like tickets for or scheduled things that we want to do. So I think it'll help because right now we have 2. There's one on that chair right over there, you see it? So that's the one we're using as a menu. We don't have either of them hung yet, but today is Saturday. So after my week last night, yesterday was Friday, so I didn't have to work yesterday. So my week was just bad. But then last night, my mom had like a reunion at the Coronado Springs Convention Center. And she had someone who was gonna go with her, but that person did not go. And so I was like her second string date. So Mom and I went to Coronado Springs last night for this reunion. It was really fun. I was afraid we were gonna have to pay to park at Disney just to like be there for a couple of hours, but they actually, at the convention center, they have event parking. So we were able to park for free. There's like not even, I don't know, a ticket booth or whatever. You don't even drive by somebody. I do think they patrol the parking lot, so I don't think you could park there long term, but we did park there. We went in, we had some really great salads at Rick's, which is like the sports bar. It was right inside. It was really close to the convention center, and it was pretty cheap. Like Mom had a wedge and I had the Cobb. Actually, we split both salads, half and half. Anyway, last night we went to the convention center for the reunion. It was boring, I'm not gonna lie, but then we came home. We found a place to watch the Great British Baking Show, like the original seasons. So we started watching that last night, which is giving me a lot of comfort, and I need that. And then today, Mom is working in the yard. I've got a couple of things that I need to do in the house, and then I've got several things I need to do outside of the house. So I'm planning on going out to the yard in a bit as well. And we have been working on cleaning the house this morning. And I did do some cleaning this week. So like the loft that we watched the Great British Baking Show in last night was not, like, it was not ready for us to watch movies in. But yesterday, since I didn't work yesterday, I did some cleaning and organizing, and I hooked up the Roku upstairs, which allowed us to watch the Great British Baking Show last night, which was just wonderful. And then today, we have tackled the kitchen island. I don't know if this is a thing for anyone else's house, but like the kitchen island behind the sink area, this is just like, we collect a whole bunch of junk right here. And like, I think everybody has like a dish drying mat. So we have one of those, and we also have like this red towel over here is where we put the dog food, because we do feed the dogs homemade dog food. But like, I can live with that stuff. It's the junk that doesn't have a home that bothers me. We've got one orchid living on the kitchen island that seems really happy, and I don't want to move it just because moving orchids seems to be like a traumatic experience for them. So once they're in a place for a while, it's kind of tricky to move them. So I'm not going to move this guy. I'm just going to let him live here. His name is Gandalf, and he's happy to hang out there, and I'm fine with that. He's not in the way. But it's the other junk. Like, we had 2 candles that had burned down to the bottom, so we were going to get rid of the wax in them and actually like empty out the candle thing, because the candles were really cute. They're these little pumpkins. They were from TJ Maxx, and they're so cute. So here's this one with the lid on it. Like, look how cute that is. And yes, they have been sitting there since December, I think. And that's not okay. It's April now. It is not okay. Like, today is April 1st, and I really don't want to leave the house just because it's April Fool's Day, and I hate April Fool's Day. But we do have visitors coming later today. We have a Walmart pickup order we have to do later this afternoon, so we have to leave the house. Anyway, the visitor thing, they're coming this afternoon. We've got stuff to do before they get here. Not that they would be offended by our house. I'm offended by our house. So I do have a list. Let me talk you through some of the things I want to do today. So the dogs need baths because they stink, and I also want to wash the dog beds because they stink, because the dogs stink. So I think once it gets a little bit warmer, it's like 70-ish outside right now. It is going to get hot later. So when the dogs get their baths, it'll be a little bit later this morning, so it'll be warm enough for them. But I think I'm gonna take the dog beds, the dog bed covers, not the dog, but the dog bed cover that she's laying on is gonna go upstairs into the washing machine. We have 3 of them, 4 of them. We have 4 of them. We've got 2 dogs and 4 dog beds, whatever. So I want to wash both the dogs and the dog bed covers, but the dog bed covers will go first. The dogs will get their baths, and then I will go outside because I've got some other things out there I want to do. Mom is outside planting some trees, watering some plants. I do want to clean off. Actually, that's already sort of done. Like, this table back here, this breakfast table, needed to be cleared off, and it looks good, so I'm gonna go ahead and check that off the list. The kitchen counters have been cleared off of most of the clutter, or at least this island has. There are some cups over there that need to be put away, and they can't be put away by Emma because she's too short, so I can do that. And then we need to wipe them down. We're planning on grilling later this afternoon, so we've got burgers and hot dogs that we're gonna grill later, and I am so excited because our visitors land at the airport, I think around 4. We're gonna pick them up when we come home. We're gonna grill, we're gonna get in the pool, we're gonna have a wonderful afternoon with them. I am so excited. And then maybe tomorrow, we might go to Universal Studios. Like, I'm so excited. It's not my vacation, it's their vacation, but I'm so excited. So, I need to water the plants that are in my office. And my plan is, because I think the plants out front and the herb barrels need to be watered too, because we haven't had rain. So I think I'm gonna just like pull them outside, and when I water the outside plants out there, I will also water the inside plants. I'll just like set them out there, water them, let them breathe the outside air a little bit, and then bring them back in. And then like I want to sweep and vacuum. So that can be done later this afternoon, but my outdoor things, I have to tackle the garage. I will show you the garage. I'm ashamed of our garage, but I will show it to you anyway. I also want to wash the pool filter. So garage, pool filter, Mom's planting the trees right now. Did I tell you that she has a friend at work that like gives her plants just for fun? So like I think this friend at work has a plant addiction problem, just like we do, but her husband is not supportive of the plant addiction problem, so he's like always trying to get her to give plants away. So she's given us like a beautiful purple plant that apparently attracts snakes, and we've got it in an herb barrel so it won't be on the ground. I haven't seen any snakes. That's not true. Yes, I have. But it was in the neighbor's plant. So the neighbor has one of these, but anyway. She also gave us like a bunch of like, oh, the Christmas cactus in my office came from her. The other little cactus I have in my office came from her. She gave us a humongous dill plant that is like, if it was in the ground, would be up to my waist. But since it's in a pot, it's like up to my shoulder. It is huge. And then she gave my mom a maple tree that once it's in the ground will probably be as tall as I am, if not a little bit taller. And then a teeny tiny baby, itty bitty baby crepe myrtle tree. So those two trees, the maple and the crepe myrtle, we're going to plant today. So that's what Mom's working on this morning right now. So I think the first thing I'm gonna tackle is the kitchen counter, because let me just show you. I'm gonna turn the camera around so you don't have to look at me anymore. So here's my to-do list right here. So I have already applied for a bunch of jobs. That's a different story. Wash the dog beds, kitchen counters, the garage, dog baths, water the plants in my office, wash the pool filter, plant trees, steam up the downstairs, vacuum the upstairs, and then our visitors arrive tomorrow. So that is my list for today. And some of those things are my mom's. So we have some bad strawberries that we need to get rid of. We've got some gift cards for our friends. This is a cup that I'm actually gonna make a drink in. That's Mom's drink cup over there. This water filter can be filled. I'm not sure about the Ziploc bag. This goes on top of the refrigerator because that is our storage space for that. And then over here, we have our hot dogs. These are frozen. Well, semi-frozen now, but they were frozen. They're like old T-bones. We don't like giving our dogs raw bones ever, and that's really, really kind of gross to us, but it's really good for them to get like bone marrow every once in a while. So the plan is to like grill these when we grill the hot dogs and our hamburgers. So we have hamburgers, T-bones for the dogs to play with, and of course we won't let them eat the whole thing, but when they wear it down, I mean, it's good for their teeth, it's good for their gums, and it's good for their nutrition to have some bone marrow. And then the hot dogs. Oh, these are already thawed. Okay. These are the cups I'm talking about that need to be put away. And also the Tito's. This was something that a friend gave us when they came down. They were staying at the beach, and they bought Tito's when they got here. We don't buy Tito's, and we don't really drink Tito's, and we're also not drinking right now at all. So some of this stuff, where does that go? Seriously, where does this go? Oh, there they are. Okay, so I found it. It goes up here with its friends. All right, so these water bottle lids, I'm gonna put one of them in this drawer because this water bottle is going to be put away, but these we use regularly. So Mom takes this one to work, and this one is the one that I use for my French press, and I lied about this lid. So we have 3 lids. This is our universal cup. I'm actually gonna leave this out because we will take this and probably pay to refill it tomorrow. And then these need to be put away actually on the top shelf up here, but Emma's too short and she can't reach, so I will put those away really, really quickly and put this away. And then we can call this tidied, not clean. And of course, with the meat out, we're going to bleach the countertop, of course, but like right now, we can't be bothered. We've got a lot of other stuff going on. Also, the dishwasher's running, so if you're like, what's that sound? It's the dishwasher. Forgive me, but are you guys sick of me yet? Okay, I ended up cleaning up off the kitchen countertops, and then I stripped the dog beds, and they smell so bad. I'm ready to wash these, but it's gonna take a lot of soap. They are just gross. So I'm gonna go take these upstairs to the washing machine, and then it is time to go out and start working on the garage. I think it's gonna be a good place to start because it is in really bad shape. We do have a car parked in the garage now, but just one. because that's all we've got room for right now and it's shameful. So let's start the laundry and I'll show you the garage. So I'm only a teensy-weensy bit of a liar. I decided to go ahead and bring all of my office plants out here and water them. I didn't bring my cactuses. These three over here, I just left them because they don't need water right now. But I did water the birds of paradise. We've got rosemary in this barrel and a bunch of weeds. This is that purple plant I was telling you that Mom's friend gave her, and this other thing. I think it also flowers, but that was another gift. So we've got those in here. Sage and weeds in here, and then this is our basil. Look how happy our basil is. Like, it is just thriving. And I did, when we got it, I whacked it way back because I like to cut it back so that it will bush out rather than just like shoot up straight like those guys. I watered our rose bushes. Did I tell you that we had one die? This is like an old basil bush. This is not the dead rose bush, but we did have a rose bush there that didn't make it, so we got a new one that we haven't planted yet. Maybe I can get Mom to plant that today. But then I watered these guys. So, I think they're gonna be okay, except maybe my peace lily, but this is my drama queen. We know this. I call her Marianne, as in Marianne Dashwood, as in from Sense and Sensibility. She's sort of a drama queen. So, this one was in pretty desperate need of water. I've seen it worse than this before. It's gonna live, probably. I keep doing my best to try to kill it. I'm kidding. I'm not trying to kill it. But it was a rescue. Like, it was on death row when I got it. But the rest of them all got watered. And I did kind of like give them a bath. I like to give them like a shower just to wash off the dust that they may have collected over the winter time. So that was really good for them, I think. But I'm gonna let them sit out here and drip a little bit. But let's go into the garage because I want to show you how bad it is. Also, our new rose bushes over here, this one is John, Mr. President, because it is literally called the JFK rose. Oh, Beverly, look how pretty. So Beverly's about to bloom, and then John had 3. So John was not a rescue. John was not on clearance. All of the rest of our rose bushes were clearance bushes. John was our full price. But we don't have a white rose, or we didn't, and now we do. But this one's gonna get planted over where the other hole was. I just thought he could hang out with Beverly for a little while. Anyway, here's the current state of our garage. Like I said, we do have a car parked in here now. That's new, but we've gotten rid of some of the closet stuff. We could probably stack all of the rest of this stuff up against the wall, and I think that's my plan, is to make this cleaner, tidier, nicer. We're keeping some of this cardboard for like this stuff for some things. We have plans for it, and instead of like buying stuff later that we'll need to use, we can just keep this stuff because we have it. The mirror that I showed you in my office video, the really fancy one that's like a knockoff for the anthropology mirror, this is the box that those mirrors came in, so we have 3 of those. Anyway, the rest of this cardboard is actually trash that we're going to try to recycle. So some of this stuff we're going to keep and we just need to find a home for. But we've got to find a place for some of this junk because some of this stuff is really just junk, you know? Like, anyway. I'm going to put you guys down. I might do a time lapse, I don't know, we'll see. But we've got to clean this garage. This has been a long time coming and needs to be done like pretty desperately. You know, sometimes it's amazing what about half an hour of elbow grease can do. I got rid of the cardboard boxes that were over here. The big ones are standing up over here now. I moved all of the shelves. I think you might have seen that. I tried to do like a time-lapse thing, and then I swept. Like, I just picked everything up and put it in a different place, and now we've got room to park another car. And maybe two if we were properly motivated. Like, I honestly think we could probably park all three, well, we could probably park 3 cars in the garage in the case of a hurricane. And it's only April 1st today, but I do think hurricane season is coming upon us, so it's nice to be prepared, and this honestly was not as hard as I had feared that it was going to be. So I am very, very happy with how this turned out. I could mop, but I don't want to. It's the garage, and I'm not properly motivated for that, but it is so much better. So much better. Just for a little update, we have 2 very clean cows. They look like dogs, but they eat grass, so I think they might be cows. And Mom has planted the maple tree and our teeny tiny little crepe myrtle tree over here. It is really very, very small. It does not come up to my knees. It barely comes up to my shins, but I'm excited. And then she's back there watering our dill plant. What's up, dog? I'm going to, when she's done watering the dill plant, I'm going to take the filter out of the pool pump and wash that. Are you about done?
Don't tell me I'm dirty.
So am I. They're not though. And your shower's clean now too. It's 1:30 in the afternoon now. I am dirty. The dogs are clean. The garage is clean. The plants have been planted. I moved the plants back into my office. My fainter is still in a coma. I think she's gonna wake up. She's starting to wake up, but she still looks like, but whatever, she's okay. I think the only things we have left on the list to clean are inside the house. I'm itchy. Sand, working in the sand in the yard does that to me. I'm covered in dog hair, you know? I wanna sweep downstairs because there's dog hair in here. I wanna mop down here because the floor is sticky, and I wanna vacuum the upstairs again. So I think we can tackle that. Did I tell you it's 1:30 in the afternoon? So I think they land around 4 something, which gives us just enough time to clean the floor down here, clean the floor upstairs, maybe change our clothes, get in the car and go pick them up. Maybe. Anyway, I'm getting hungry. I think I might have a snack before I start cleaning the floor though. So we'll see. Anyway. I'm not going to show you the floor because it's icky. That'll pick you up in a bit. You hate the mop. You're so funny. This one doesn't mind it so much, but she still doesn't like it. It is 2:41 and sweeping and mopping down here is complete. The floor is beautiful. I love this tile floor. It is tile. It looks like wood, right? But it's tile. Stunning. Cleans up really, really nice. Even the carrots and sweet potatoes that the dogs eat for their meal, because there are spots of carrots and sweet potatoes all over the floor. But those come up like so easily. And I love my steam mop. So sweeping, mopping is done. Emma's vacuuming upstairs. Mom is coming inside from sweeping the patio, which was something that wasn't really on my list. Does it look great?
It's beautiful.
And it smells great too. So now we can.
Do I walk in it?
No, that's fine. I'm sweaty, but now we can start putting all of the chairs and stuff back. And then get ready to go pick them up at the airport. We still have a little ways to go. The dog bed covers are still in the washing machine, but the house is put back together. It's clean. It's much tidier. The dogs smell better. I am very, 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 very happy with what we've done today. So I think that's actually where we're going to end this vlog right now. We are headed to the airport to pick up our friends. Might vlog a little bit tomorrow when we go to Universal Studios. We'll see what happens. You may see that, you may not see that. I have no idea what's gonna happen, but that's gonna be it for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time.